Remnant 2, sequel to 2019's Remnant from Ashes, a game I didn't even know existed, despite owning it since 2021. Thanks, free PS Plus games! Described as Dark Souls with guns, you go to different worlds taking on a variety of bosses both inside dungeons and at the end of levels. What makes this game different, however, is that the level design for 3 of the main areas is procedurally generated. You could start a game multiple times and have different starting areas and different side dungeons to explore, which is such an interesting concept. To start, you take the role of the traveler and your friend, exploring the beginning tutorial area all the way up until you run into trouble. Alright, and that was Remnant 2. Oh, never mind. After thinking we were goners, we were saved by Beau and Clementine, who used some kind of telekinetic power to wipe out the baddies. And after getting acquainted, we worked our way through some more enemies before facing the first boss.
Something's here.
Yeah, us. It's an angry pseudo-wudo! Defeat the root mantis. I'm sure all the bosses will be that easy.
Right.
After that, we were brought to Ward 13, which was basically the hub world that's full of all the main characters who you need for trophies like upgrading and purchasing weapons, relics, mods, as well as other supplies and whatnot, and where you can access adventure mode after each world is complete. Also, these two nerds.
You sounded so much like Brad just now. Sorry. What did you want to say?
I am Brad. Dun dun
I saw a
dun.
bird this morning. Or something.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
No.
Eventually, I found my way up to this old man whose name was Andrew Ford. Are you built Ford tough? Before moving on, Old Man McGillicuddy had us go see Wallace, who would get us a trophy for picking our very first archetype, and who we'd come back to later for a couple more trophies. I get a dog? Nope. Dog.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Oh. Where? Yeah. I didn't touch him, but I don't care. I'll pet the dog. After petting the dog for another 30 minutes, I went around and met a few of the other people in town who we'd need for upgrades and obviously trophies before making my way back to Oldie McFivehead, who would then lead us into a nice dark underground area and give us a little bit of backstory.
Here, take this. Just crank the handle to make it work.
I've heard that before. Basically, a bunch of these red world crystals were found, and they kept them secret from the Soviets for safety reasons, as they could let you see and travel to other worlds. And eventually we got to one of those crystals, and as Ford activated it, he vanished into oblivion. Then Clementine shows up out of nowhere and is pulled in, forcing us to join in on the fun and giving us our first world, Yaesha, and seeing what exactly this game was going to be like. Oh. It's like the big ass tree in Elden Ring.
Clementine!
The Red Throne. Oh, who are you?
Ford!
Shoot. Who are you guys?
This is all so... get moving.
Oh, touchy. Yay! He did it. Obtain a non-starter trait. Oh.
Oh, Paxultek. We must speak again. Friend Paxultek.
Familiar
It
face.
returns.
Huh. Ow. Poison bombs, that's fun. Ow! Get to go through all that again.
What a lucky day.
Ring. Here we go. Isn't my dog supposed to save me? Also, great fighting arena with deep water. That's cool. that's fun. Why? This is so stupid. Cool.
This ain't good.
Jesus Christ.
Holy hell!
0 out of 10. Not enjoyable at all. The little arena wasn't that bad, and looking back, honestly, neither was the boss fight. But like Souls games, I'm just a dumb, stubborn dingus who refuses to watch and adapt, because I expect to win easy on the first try. I never learn. After that, we met up with the speaker for the queen or something, who rambled on and wanted us to slay an abomination and rid the world of its evil. But first, I went to Ward 13 and got a trophy for crafting a weapon mod, and then went back to explore Yaesha to find the world boss. I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out halfway through what the hell you were talking about. But you got it. Also, you need a sponsor with Manscaped. Shave them hairy arms. Launches a projectile which summons a root tentacle. Oh, expanding horizons. Oh. Hi.
Your heart is true.
Okay. Receive an alignment reading from Major. Good job, dumbass. So that didn't work. Oh my Jesus. Alright then. They teleport. Ooh, shiny. There's the shiny. Similarity. Oh. Alright, well. YOLO? Revive me, Doge. Okay. We were then transported to a new area called the Labyrinth, which gave me some serious Destiny vibes. Oh. What is this, Destiny? See? Even past me thought so. This little side world wasn't too terribly large and would be where I would spend many hours grinding scrap for the 100,000 trophy later. But for now, it was learning how to use portals. What? Make new friends. And remaining calm under pressure. Eventually, I got to the boss, which was a number of cubes in the sky or on the ground, which had little white squares you had to shoot while they also shot back. Stop it. I did find this little cheese spot that, well, kinda worked. Yeah. Totally meant to do that. Or did something.
At least that's over.
After that, we found this blue eyes round dragon that tried to kill us before, boom, Clementine showed up, explaining that this is a realm between worlds and the little crystal thing I found earlier could be used to stop the root, and I have to find more. So now it was on to the world of Nerund and required me to find 3 Seeker's Keys. This world also had a fun thing where the boundary of the map had this poison gas that will kill you after a few seconds. We also ran into this mechanical eye orb.
You should not even exist.
My mother says the same thing. And this custodian guy. Hello, sir.
Against all predictions,
Ooh.
you stand before me, living, breathing, an impossibility made.
As we continued on, our little sidekick doggo here really elevated his performance. Now, before either of the 2 keys we needed was a boss. The first being the correctly titled Abomination, who looks just like my ex-wife. Who am I kidding? Nobody's ever loved me. And then there was this giant robotic thing that looks like one of those baddies from the Matrix. But we eventually got our keys and made it to the world boss, which I read had a couple different variations. One you could get being purple and one green, I think. And this boss certainly felt like the most complex up to this point, as it had a number of mechanics that required learning, and it also seemed it would change the movesets during different attempts, as sometimes I would get little green orbs trying to snipe me, the purple lasers, or the green lightning zooming, zigzagging all over. But eventually it was defeated, and I showed proper sportsmanship. Oh my sweet Jesus. That's what I have to say to that boss. After that, I went back to Ward 13 and I ended up getting a trophy for crafting a boss weapon. Up next was probably my favorite in terms of level design, and that was Losomn, or Losomn, however it's pronounced. And it felt very FromSoft inspired. From Anor Londo to the streets of Bloodborne, there was just a lot to look at. And so we continued through the castle until we met this interesting little fellow here, who would give us a magic quill after his dance that would let us unlock these marked doorways on the walls like it's the room of requirement in Hogwarts. And speaking of Harry Potter, this game does not have the same type of fireplace. Diagon Alley! Oh, I'm on fire. While exploring, I found the first of 2 masks I needed, and then this portal-looking mirror thing that took me to the Dark World version of the castle. And then I found Jake Sully's wife, where my 2 brain cells were working full steam. Hey, it's me, I'm back. It was just a joke, I'm not that stupid.
How intriguing. So then, strange.
Hey. Meet. Eventually, we made our way outside the castle onto the streets, where I ended up getting a couple more random trophies. Ah. Upgrade any trait to 10. Defeat 100 special enemies? Yeah, sure. I also ended up wandering into the sewer part of this world, where I found a special type of enemy called an aberration, and I would need to kill 10 and then 25 of them for trophies, but that would come later. For now, I ended up finding Mask 2 and putting them both in place to open a door to what would be the person, or persons, we were looking for. I had been in the Dark World version, but at some point swapped to normal, so I ended up fighting Phelan instead of Farron. Either way, you have to kill one of them, as they usurped the king and were acting as an imposter. More importantly, they give you a trophy. Defeat the Fey Impostel. We then went back to Clementine and the blue-eyed thing, who revealed its true form and opened up a gate to Root Earth, where we were going to try and end the root once and for all. But first, it was time to go back to Ward 13 and talk to this guy Mudtooth, who has a lot of stories you have to listen to for a trophy. I had talked to him a couple times before and finally heard the last one.
I reckon you're the best listener. I do believe I'm all out of... I'm guessing that'll
Woo!
be more useful to you.
It's over! I don't have to talk to him anymore! I also grabbed 2 more trophies for upgrading weapons. Almost there. Upgrade a boss weapon to +5. Oh. Upgrade a standard weapon to +10. Compared to the other worlds, Root Earth felt relatively small, and it included me killing Cancer and playing a ring around the rosy with the Spider-Man villain. It was now time to face the final boss of the game. But first I went back to Ward 13 and picked up another 2 trophies. Ah! Obtain a secret archetype. Okay. Oh, I'm already the handler, genius. Duality. Slot a second archetype. Archetype? Now it was time to face the final boss. and with all my skills and knowledge acquired, I was confident I would kill this in my first attempt. Ow. Why can't I shoot the gun? Wait, I did shoot the gun. Ow. Alright. Yep. Yep. I should not be rolling right there. After realizing I suck at video games and dying even more, I tucked my tail between my legs and ran away. Up until now, I had been playing without looking at any guides or anything, so I didn't know the best builds or weapons or gear, so I figured I would just come back later while trying to get some other trophies while exploring. Like maxing out an archetype. Oh. Reach level 10 in any archetype. Alright. And finding this hidden stash. The agenda. Discover Lito's stash.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I believe this is a trophy for upgrading this. Yep. Make some room. I then started exploring with adventure mode, which lets you revisit the main worlds minus the last one in the Labyrinth. And you can re-roll or restart as many times as you want to try and get the starting area you want, to get a dungeon or a boss you may have missed. And since I wasn't following a guide, I didn't know what I did or didn't miss trophy-wise, which probably caused my time to platinum to be a lot higher. First, I started with Yaesha, where I got to this wheel I totally didn't look up the answer for, and made it to the Ravager boss, which would get me 3 trophies. One for quote-unquote beating him after killing this deer, one for beating a boss without taking damage, and one for getting an alternate boss reward. Nice. Oh, I get a 3rd. Acquire a boss's alternate reward. Alright. I then went back to the wheel and entered a different combo for another trophy. Yeah, there we go. Next, I had to keep exiting and reloading areas until I finally got a Blood Moon, which had a bunch of these purple orbs flying around I needed to shoot down and get Blood Moon essence. After getting enough, I had to find a Blood Moon altar and purchase a item. Just get a helm. There we go. Bad Moon Rising. Halfway. Woohoo! Well, my recording software froze up, and then I restarted it but forgot to hit record. So that was cool, because I came here and I got a Blood Moon, and then this room opened up and I got the trophy. That one. I then traveled back to Losomn, where my goal was to find the Nightweaver, where on the way I got the trophy for killing 10 aberrations. Am I seeing this? Defeat 10 aberrations. Acquiring 10 traits. Oh! All these traits. And getting 50,000 scrap. Scrap collector? 50,000. It took this long to get 50,000. Which scares me because there's a trophy for getting 100,000 scrap. I then made it to the asylum where I would end up fighting the Nightweaver. I think this is the one? Hey! There we go. Hey, baby. You don't wanna, like, do stuff? Here you go. not dead. There we go. Defeat the Nightweaver. I then went to Narund, where I ended up fighting Talratha. Nice trip. See you next fall. Am I right?
Of the countless others within.
Ah, dude, personal space. Ow. Yikes. Alright. Bad man's paradise. Get out of here.
Here, straight. Now.
For some reason, instead of waiting till the end of my playthrough, I decided to grind scrap to get to 100,000 now. And boy, what a grind it was. Probably need... I'd say... close to 45,000 to get to 100. So I've been doing this for 2 hours now, and I have just over 5,000. So if I do the math correctly, carry the one. More hours.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Is it over? Yay! I then headed back to Ward 13 to grab a couple more trophies. Strapped. Acquire 15 guns. And I need 30. Ooh, goody. I can do it. Nice. Transmutate. Plus 10. Now that I was filthy rich, my gear and build were upgraded, and my confidence still very subpar, I decided to give the final boss another go. Yeah. I hate you too. Okay. I'm gonna say bad words. I hate you. I said it. I'm sorry. Jesus, what an annoying fight. Is there a third phase?
Traveler! On me!
Is this really the time for that? Oh, you mean... Okay. At this point, all I really had left was basically collectibles. And first up were relics, which could be found in a number of easy or very, very random out-of-the-way tasks.
Serve you well. Now, if you do not mind,
Huh.
I
I got a relic. You could just find them simply out in the open in a level.
Shiny. Resonating heart.
Yeah. Nice try, nerd.
I could use that.
This one here was so complex that I don't understand how they thought someone with my pea-sized brain would figure it out without a guide. I found you. There we go. So now... you... that. Thane seed. Oh. I guess I do that. So I guess the way this grows is a half hour is a day cycle? Like a half hour real time? And you need to wait 2 days, so an hour, for the tree to grow. And then I think you have to wait another hour or 2 days for it, the first fruit to grow, which you don't pick. And then you advance it again, come back, there's a second fruit that you don't pick, and then the third one that you do, and you gotta do that 3 times, and then you get the relic? We'll see if I screw it up or not. Huh. We've got a twig. Wow. Look at my tree. He's so big. Give me my relic. Oh, we got a fruit. I think this is what we want. Celestial Thane fruit. Yes, that's what we want. So I guess I gotta do that 2 more times or something. Alright, I'm gonna walk backwards and hopefully reveal the relic. Yay! Gimme! Nice. Ripened heart. And then... supposed to be an underground area or something? It said statue. Oh, statue. Genius, not mural. Gimme, gimme. Consumable fruit of death. I gotta eat it? I believe. Use. There we go, the collector. Get 10 relics. Next, I maxed out my trait points, which is capped at 65. In each level, you can find these little blue books that give you a point, or you get them from defeating a boss. Okay. Oh! Maxed out. Acquire the max number of trait points. And now it was time for the final 2 weapon upgrade trophies. So... plus 10 on a boss weapon. And now... plus 20 on a standard weapon.
Safe out there.
I was then able to find the last few weapons I needed to get their respective trophies.
I like that.
There we go, cutting edge, 20. Nice. Supposedly, you can re-roll this world, and since I have that Empress ring, I can go in here and unlock the same gun? I'm busy. I see it. Alright, there we go. Acquire 30 guns.
What did you bring me?
Hopefully something to give me the trophy? Let's go! Crafty! 15 weapon mods. I then set out to find the last few aberrations I needed. And you're dead. Oh, we got it! 25! Let's go! One more trophy! And the last trophy was for acquiring 20 traits. Some of these were story related, some of these you could get by doing random events, or you could get them from fully leveling up an archetype, which is what I ended up doing in an XP farm to cap off Remnant 2. Oh! Ah! Can you hear it? Ah! Woo! Oh, it's over. Oh, I love it. And one more trait to top it off. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know after taking a few days and despite my little cranky fits thinking about all of it, I enjoyed it. Maybe I'll go back at some point and platinum the first one. This wasn't a game of the year for me or anything, but I'm still glad I tried it. But regardless, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one.